Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Vikings 8.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A give. It's ETN off the option. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage and throwing that one away.
Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Josh Allen, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
12 yards there, first down Vikings. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Jamal Agnew. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
Vikings 15. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This taken in at the goal line.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Again, Elder Barton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's loose again. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Josh Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Right here.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Jaguars 40, Vikings 28.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And no shot at another touchdown here as he'll take a knee and bring this one out to the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Another toe for ETN. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lawrence going to keep this himself.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but